I tell my woman up front, they don't call me no bruh. I'm not your bruh. I'm not your man. I'm not your cousin. I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. I'm your man. I'm not none of that. Don't come make me to none of that.
Yeah.
We not buddies. We ain't none of that.
Because you ain't gonna find no good man if you don't know what a bad one even look like. But you can't even recognize the signs. I mean, of course, the dude to display it, but it'll be people that you'll meet that seem like they just so good. They on paper, they the best thing in the world, and then you'll see that side of them. All you gotta do is show me one time you crazy. What's your examples of like testing y'all woman?
I wake up in the morning, I say, go wash the dishes.
It'll straight.
I
did say it nicely. I want to see if one day, and bro, it's so funny.
Go clean up.
I damn near clip it. In the last episode, I said the exact, bro, a verbatim, exactly what you said. I said the exact same thing.
What do you want me to sugarcoat it? You want me to put some salt on?
I'm sorry, I need my man to be salty.
Now look,
I'm not with all
we got
that.
this.
It's not like this. It's not
like we agree with you. You should be kind to your woman. You should speak to your woman in a way like it's a wise thing.
If he say, "Baby, can you go wash the dishes?"
Exactly.
I'm gonna get up right then there, go wash the dishes.
We agree with you. But
that's a little bit down the line. So that was a little bit down the line. So I probably like truthfully, what I really would say though, would you wash the dishes? Because see, I asked just to see if she said to give her a choice.
Yeah.
Because if I say go wash the dishes, that's like a little bit later on down the line when I'm with her. And then if she having a problem with it, so if it's like that's more of a demand because now it's an introductory.
Yeah.
So right in the beginning, it's more of an introductory thing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
would you?
If you would or if you wouldn't. So if you would do it, do it.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't do it, it's over.
Right. In the last podcast, I had brought it up like this. The reason I might say it a little more bluntly or a little more rude is to see how would you respond. Because, bro, as a leader, it's a smart thing for all wise men. Whatever wise man you studied that was successful, whether you consider him a good person or a bad person, wise men speak the language of the people, quote unquote. So if these are people that, let's say we're gonna make it a broad statement. Let's say these people speak Latin, and I come to them speaking something other than Latin, they won't be able to respond properly to what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. If these people speak French, I gotta speak French. So likewise, if my girl is a kind, outgoing person, if she's a nice, bubbly person, I have to speak to her in a way that's receptive to her.
Right.
I completely understand it. Okay. Any wise man you study understand
that was the only thing I had a problem with. I was just like, why y'all gotta be so rough with it, you know?
The reason I won't do it in this situation, because I'm trying to see if I do something improper, because that would be improper. Speaking to my wife.
Am I gonna correct you?
Not even correct, because correction is fine. But I want to see what attitude and mood do you display for me doing something improper. Mm-hmm. If I do something improper, will you just get an attitude? Yeah. Is you go like smack your lips and curse and go off? Or will you just oblige by it, go wash the dishes, and later on, when I come down, you come down, hey babe, like da-da-da, like can we handle this? Or in that exact moment, will you just speak nicely? Yeah, like
so you know what I would say something like that. It's not always about. See, that's what I always tell people. It's not what you say;
it's how you say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like the altitude is what's gonna create the altitude.
What?
So it's like when you often always have to operate without a pure intention.
Yeah.
The pure intention is always gonna be the essence of what the conversation is.
Yeah.
So and that's where we're able to be compatible. We both have to have a pure intention,
right?
Because if one has one other than the other, that's being compatible. Yeah. Somebody has an ill intention.
Yeah,
that's when you go them slick remarks and those rebuttals and shit. You know what I mean? So you gotta watch. You gotta watch those things that people say. Watch their characteristic. Watch their actions and what and how they do things.
Right.
All right. One of the tests I had put her through is I would hit her like last minute as hell. Like let's say it's 7:30. I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna do this at 7:50. Like, what you try to do? Like, you straight? You gonna stay in the house? I know this last minute, or you gonna come? Like this, saying how much will she go out her way, even if it's inconvenient for her. to spend time.
Me personally, if I like somebody, I'm gonna get up and go. Especially if I'm not busy, I'm gonna go.
See, that's what I be telling you. See, I only mess with women who like me.
Exactly.
You would never see me go out of my way for nobody. Nobody.
Vice versa.
It'll show that though. It will show that. Because if she really likes you and if she really respects you, you're gonna. It's so much. Your life is so much easier.
Right.
It's so much easier. It's so much smoother because she looks at you on a pedestal.
Yeah.
She puts you on a pedestal to where she respects you. It's honorable. It's understanding, and she knows what she's getting from you.
Yeah.
She knows who's the value in the relationship. She knows who's the head. You the leader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm here to follow you. I'm here to go down your path because why? I trust into what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and I'm willing to go by what it is that you operate with. So it's just like everything else goes with a breeze. Everything in your life goes with a breeze. I'm happy.
Now, he had brought up a good point. I had to stop him because he was going to go down the goddamn rabbit hole. He brought up a good point. I want to get back to it. I ain't even going to go to him right now because he going to get to going on it and he going to go deep on it. We're going to get to him later. I'm going to ask you the topic he was getting at. Let's say, matter of fact, I have a preference with this. Do you read?
Yes.
What type of material do you read?
I got a book that I've been reading like every day called Walking with Jesus.
Okay. So a religious, a faith type book.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, it's just a motivational book. It just, every day I wake up, I just read the little transcript and I just,
It got like a sunrise on the cover?
Yeah, I think so.
I seen somebody posted the other day, but
it might have been me.
So, all right, cool. Now, I say that to say,
no,
how do you think, are we still just prefacing it? We didn't get to the topic yet. How do you think a woman should grow in her understanding on becoming a better mother, becoming a better wife, better partner, being able to take care of the house properly, feed everybody correctly, like dietary knowledge? Mm-hmm. How do you think a woman is to get this knowledge? I say through reading. Do you have any other suggestions?
I would say, me personally, I would say firsthand experiences because I grew up around nothing but married couples.
Okay.
And families. So seeing the display how they, and the marriages I've been around, I've never seen them have an argument in front of us. Yeah. I've never seen them disrespect each other, or I've never seen that. So I would say, I could say reading too, because not everything that we grew up on was right.
Right.
So you have to grow and change, and better your understanding for your life and how you want, your life to go. But I say reading too, but,
Okay. Now, he had brought up, he's constantly evolving and changing and growing and not trying to stay stagnant, always looking for the next area where he can improve it.
I feel that.
Cool. So earlier we was talking about change, and what do we feel about changing our partner? Now, oftentimes people have a negative connotation with the word change for whatever reason. Whether they feel like people try to force something on them, or whether they feel like their life already peaches and cream and they don't need to change that. For whatever reason, people got a negative connotation with the idea of change. Cool. He just stated he changed damn near every day, every week, every month, etc. So what I would say is, with that change, what do you think you need to do to not get left behind by a man who's constantly changing? Because let's say I'm a cook, but right now I can only cook bullshit, fried chicken, pork chops, all that, cool. And you beat me on that level. And then I evolve as a cook. And I'm like, I don't want to cook that bullshit no more. Like, I saute vegetables and shit now. Like, I make fruit trays and shit now.
Yeah.
I'm evolving in my skills. If you stay at the level I met you at, and you only a person that consume pork and fried chicken, I will outgrow you.
Right.
And now this relationship will come to an end.
Right.
What do you think the woman has to do in this situation when she's with a man who's always evolving, in what way can she stay up to date and not get left behind?
I would say it shouldn't be a get left behind thing. Y'all should be working together both to change and progress every single day. You gotta meet somebody who's on your level, who's, at the rate you're going. If you trying to go up here and she literally is with you every day, she's seeing you. Oh, you going from cooking this, okay, you cooking this different today. And she's like, oh, okay, this what we eating now. So she just gonna like what?
So she should be observing, like watch the moves he making. Like,
yeah, that's what I feel like you supposed to pay attention to your partner.
Okay, now I'm gonna let you. I know you feel get it. So I'm gonna let you attack it. You evolving every day. Mm-hmm. What do you expect out of the woman you're with?
I look at her like a flower.
Okay.
Right. And my woman being a flower needs nutrition, right? Yeah. It needs vitamin C and also
the other vitamin. Other vitamin.
Excuse me.
Not to be vocal.
Pardon my French. And with these nutritions, if you're not growing, then what you doing? You're done.
Yeah. Right.
So if the flower is not able to keep growing, and also plant seeds to what? Reproduce.
Yeah.
So if the flower is not growing and it's not being productive, it's going to die.
Yeah.
Right.
So with that being said, I look at things like when you say change, right?
Yeah.
If you seek a change, you have to change your perspective. When you change your perspective, your reality is going to change.
I agree.
So it's like, it's all about a plan. With me and my woman, it's a plan. Yeah. So if a man doesn't have a plan, he's planning for what? Destruction.
Yeah.
He's planning for destruction. So if we're not having goals, and I set out an expectation for you, I'm setting because I know your expectation with me because I know how this game works. Yeah. I know how it operates. Mm-hmm. Because my father taught me, he said, as soon as you lose respect from a woman, and say for instance, if a man was to mess up, and he's still trying to be with, and she'll take him back. Man, do not be with him.
I agree.
Just go get another woman.
First-hand experience.
Because I said that's when I left that relationship, when I lost respect, because it was like, if I'm making sure that you're eating and that you're took care of every day, there's no way that you should
look on the other side, man. You keep talking.
That you should be like treating me in any wrong way or talking to me in any disrespectful way.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like also when you're a woman who has something going for yourself and you're with a man who is not on that level or trying to get there, he gonna bring you down. He gonna try to make you think less of yourself so that you don't, so that you'll stay there.
Right. So I'm gonna ask you this. You just brought up a good point. First, because I don't want to keep moving forward. Excuse me. I don't want to keep moving forward and y'all not getting what y'all need to get from the conversation. Mm-hmm. If one person is continuously growing, a couple things will happen. Either separation will begin to grow in their relationship. That's bad. Or it won't be no more relationship at all. Because if separation happens, it's still opportunity for this person to catch up. It's more difficult now. Opportunity. Or as soon as this separation happens, it becomes too big of a gap and the relationship ends. The only healthy thing is for if one person is growing, the other person grow in that same direction. Because you can try to grow or be in motion and go in the wrong goddamn way. Mm-hmm. Like I said earlier, a lot of our people try to grow in a degenerate type of way, become more of a dumbass than I was yesterday. So, if one person growing, make sure the other person growing. To add on to that, what she said is a way you can not get left behind is be observant of your partner.
And check in with each other. I said that. Like, y'all see where y'all at mentally, where y'all at emotionally, where y'all at,
And that go back to something he said earlier, honesty. A lot of times, dudes just not honest. If this girl messing up, be like,
let me ask you
something. I need you to do this, do that.
Let me ask you something.
Yep.
So, say for instance, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, right? I want to know who would you rather be with? Would you rather be with a man, right? It's your boyfriend, your guy, y'all been with each other for a long time. And, whatever the case may be with you guys, whatever understanding that you have. But the understanding is that y'all are together. But he's out, lying, sneaking and creeping and doing this and doing that, and he's coming home. Would you rather be with a man like that? Or would you rather be with a man that tells you the truth and tells you up front what it is that he do, what it is he stands for, what it is and how he operates, saying that, hey, look, I deal with this person, you know what I mean? I like you, I want to be with you, you know what I'm saying, woo, and have y'all come to agreement on. Would you rather be with a man that's truthful, or would you rather be with a man that's sneaking and conniving?
I would rather be with a man that's truthful. I don't care about getting my feelings hurt at this point. Like, it's like, I would rather have peace and be by myself and grow and find the person that's for me than be with somebody who's lying and cheating. I would rather you be honest with me and just tell me what type of person you are.
Yeah. And that's exactly my point. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. See, some men don't have those guts and those nuts to tell the truth because they know the truth is not always what it is. She may not want to hear it. Yeah. But if you just really be truthful with her, she'll respect you.
Yes, I was going to say, and sometimes there's a woman, because a person was honest with you, it gives you a different type of respect for them to the point where it's like, okay, well, we can be friends. We can be friends, and we may be able to grow into that or something.
I'm going to keep it a book. A lot of stuff females or dudes, whoever, but since I'm a male, not only deal with females, I'm speaking of females. A lot of stuff females say, nah, I'm against this. I won't go for this, etc. Bruh, if you a stand-up dude, you a solid dude, you get with her.
She smell it.
She start messing with you.
She smells it.
Then you bring up something she said she'll get you like, but look, this what I stand on. Like,
well, I feel like, it's all about how much you love yourself as a woman. If you gonna go for certain things or not.
It's
all about love.
But see,
it's about the standards you have for yourself. Not necessarily bad.
Positions though. It's certain you gotta be able to be around the right man. So that's when we were just talking about a little bit earlier, Sandy. Would you submit? Because every woman wants to be in her femininity, regardless by nature. It don't matter how masculine, what you really want to call it. All these bro. I tell my woman up front, they don't call me no bro. I'm not your bro. I'm not your man. I'm not your cousin. I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. I'm your man. I'm not none of that. Don't come make me to none of that. Yeah. We not buddies. We ain't none of that. I ain't with nuts and none of that. So it's like when you present that masculinity, a woman is desirable to being feminine. Yeah. Regardless out of anything and anybody.
You just brought up something. What do you think? Because it's a lot of qualities to what masculinity is, the proper way, properly. What do you think is the number one quality, the most important quality of masculinity?
A man being in control of his emotions.
Explain it, because they can take many different forms.
Like, how do you respond to situations? Like, I feel like a lot of men, like, how can I put this?
They react.
Yeah, like it's about how you react to certain situations. Are you gonna react calm, or are you gonna be running around with your head cut off like a chicken, just like me? Yeah. Like I'm the woman. Exactly. We both can't be.
Okay. I'm gonna add on to that. See, that's the main thing about men. Men don't understand. See, for the most part, most men react rather than respond. Yeah. See, what you're desiring is a man that responds rather than reacts.
Exactly.
And when you are in that incident or in that situation, that's what creates the morality, the principality at the man. And that's just how that works.
I say, that's how that works. If the dude do panic, that's what I say. And I just
you can panic and still handle business.
I stopped saying this because I don't want to give off the wrong impression, but I'm gonna repeat it just for this topic. I say it's 100% necessary for a man before he gets a wife, gets a family, he needs to go through trauma in whatever way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. Whether it's because a lot of us,
but there's people in general, I feel like.
I feel like I wouldn't want my woman to necessarily go through trauma. I don't think it's as beneficial for the whole of the family if she did that. You know, like, because she not in the leadership position. So if she went through trauma, and I did it, but I'm still the leader. The family's still going to hell anyway. So her going through trauma is not necessarily as important. But I feel like all men should go through some form of trauma. Whether it's like a lot of us in the Black community, a lot of young men think their form of trauma has to be violence. Not necessarily. A lot of times that's what it is. So that also helps you. Like you learn a lot from it too. I'm not dismissing that. But whether it's violence, whether it's depression, whether it's a goddamn a near-death experience, whether it's all of the above, you see what I'm saying? You need to, and probably more than once, so you can see different facets of it, go through an extreme period of trauma. Because from the stuff that I've been through, whether it was life-threatening, whether it's emotional depression or whatever, now I'm at a point in life, I ain't gonna lie, I really don't get too high or too low. No matter what happens, you come up. How you doing, sister? I'm good. I'm at a point now where, the world can end right now. And I'll be like, damn, this is a fucked up situation. Cool. What we need to do, how we need to go about it, how we gonna get through. Because I already been at rock bottom multiple times. So my first time at rock bottom is like, shit, I'm panicking, nigga. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see tomorrow. After get through rock bottom, not once, but twice. Now I'm like, okay. Even if I hit rock bottom again today, shit, it's hard. I don't know how long it'll be before I get out of it. I know I'm gonna get out of it though. Mm-hmm. So it calls you will get so fucking excited.
Let me add on to that. So like when I was talking about you either react or respond.
Right.
And what women's desire out of a man is the same thing of what it is that most men give up. You know what that is?
What?
Manhood. That masculine, that power, that courage, that integrity. You know what I mean? That a man carries.
If I call you and tell you that I got a flat tire right now, are you finna come right now and come fix this flat tire? Or do I gotta call my brothers and figure it out?
He chump change. We talk about something.
I get you what you're saying. I'm just saying that's just a tiny example.
Someone was to go on and we both here. Or let's say if an incident was to happen and somebody was to come in here right now, who you gonna look to? You gonna look to your man. Right? And the man has one or two choices. He can either react or respond. Right? So with a man reacting, he gonna act just like you.
Exactly.
He gonna act just like you.
That's what I'm saying.
He gonna, and it ain't even gotta be on no type thing like that. Y'all can have an argument. When you talk about emotional intelligence and things like that, that's the same thing. So if you get mad, right, and he starts to get mad, he acting the same thing of what you acting. He might as well be a woman. He might as well be a woman.
And like this, the thing about having a podcast, while being in a relationship, and with my girl present, my girl will say, first of all, she never yell. So gotta give her props on that. I will not get with a woman who feel comfortable with yelling at me.
Yeah,
I don't get
I'm not comfortable with none of that. I don't feel like we should be disrespecting each other at all.
Right. Even if I did something really wrong.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's no.
The women I get with, you gotta have too much respect for me to not yell. Exactly. No matter how wrong you think I am. I can do something wrong right now. I can put all my pities on it. My girl won't yell. But likewise, I never yell. She do get upset about me saying something in the wrong tone. Like I will say something like very blunt, like straight to it. Like, hey, stop doing it. We need to do this. She will like, let's be a little bit more nice. She will say that. I never yell. What do I look like yelling at my woman? If I tell you something and you don't respond properly, and I have to keep repeating or get loud, not gonna lie.
I just feel like I'm a soft and sensitive woman. I don't got time. My voice soft. I don't even got time to be yelling at you. Don't yell and scream at me. I'm not gonna yell and scream at you.
Been not ready.
I'm not doing all that.
Mine never been. I had before when I was younger. Like I've been in a relationship before. Like home. I like my baby mom. We was together probably like 8 years. I don't get time. But you know what I'm saying? Like we had our differences.
I mean, of course.
Yeah, but. Man, I can't tolerate. I don't care. We was together for 8 years.
That might happen that might happen 5 times out of a year's span. It ain't gonna be no this is something that we do with each other.
Yeah, I say even if it don't matter 5 times.
It's not gonna happen one. At one time.
Look, I say this.
Yeah, because
if you let it go one time,
exactly.
She gonna. I
feel you. I feel you.
I let it go one time, right?
I did too.
Everything went out smooth. It happened the next day. I'm talking about gone.
But like, bro.
See, I be giving people chances. I be trying to give people chances.
I ain't follow you. The younger me gave multiple. But this what I said. The younger me also went through a lot of trials and tribulations. Mm-hmm. So now the older me, it's a lot of stuff that I just won't repeat. It's a lot of mistakes I won't repeat.
But I feel like
that's one of the mistakes.
But I feel like also as a woman in this generation, you gotta go through those things too, because you ain't gonna find no good man if you don't know what a bad one even look like. But you can't even recognize the signs. I mean, of course, the dude will display it, but it'll be people that you'll meet that seem like they just so good. They on paper, they the best thing in the world, and then you'll see that side of them. All you gotta do is show me one time you crazy.
And that's what you count for. But see, over a period of time, it's honorable. Like if a man is able to show the action of what it is he says from the beginning, because I'm gonna lay it all on the table. When I deal with a woman, man, my first thing is it's like a business meeting. It's like I'm going to a club.
We finna just lay it on the table. We finna tell.
Yeah, like we finna lay it all on the table right now. I'm finna tell you what I like and what I don't like. I'm gonna tell you where I'm trying to go. And if you're not operating, if you're not want to walk away and follow what I got going,
I love it. Don't tell me what I'm in for right now in the beginning.
Cause I sent my girl a list. We probably swear to God about, babe. She like that. How long we was talking before I sent you that list? Like what I need out of you, we need to stop talking right now. Cause we talking before, but I was finna say less than that. I was finna say a couple weeks, but it probably was a month.
Yeah, nigga, mine's the first day. Yeah, first in half an hour. In half an hour.
I'm finna start coming with it on paper.
Bro, look,
here you go. We talking
for a butt, and look, during this whole butt, we weren't even serious. Like probably the first couple weeks, we just kicked it. I pull it with the guys bring the girl. I'm like, I need to bring girl too. Well, the last 2 weeks, it's like, all right, we really talking there. Hit her with a list. I'm like, look, this is what I need moving forward. If you can't beat this, I ain't gonna lie. We probably can keep talking, but it's not gonna advance. Like it's gonna stay at whatever level it's at right now. Man, she see the list. I damn near thought she didn't read it all the way. She takes back too goddamn fast. She was like, okay, cool, let's get it. I'm like, shit, let's go.
But that how it be though, like, cause I'm telling you, women wanna be in their femininity at 100.
Exactly, and if you know you got a good man, you gonna do what you gotta do.
I'm telling you, I need you to pick up.
When I was on here talking about Mariah, I was like this because I'm a man.
Yeah, I need you to be able to pick up what I put down.
What? Like,
because like, you know these like a 15. Yeah, you gonna break a leg trying to kick what I kick, man. You know what I'm talking about? You don't let me. Hey.
Bro, I feel like no matter what the obstacle is, cause like y'all said, if the girl really rocking with you, bro, she'll jump over fire.
Man, she gonna do whatever for you.
What?
She gonna do, and that's man. I don't talk.
But you gotta be like that about her too. It be like women be like that, and it don't be like that for the men. I be like, it's so sad sometimes.
But you gotta think about something. See, she like a woman that's with me. She don't have time to be thinking about things. Cause she got work to do. She doing things. I'm setting expectations for her to do. And most definitely, I'm a very cool, calm, and collective guy. Very charming in this army. You know what I'm saying? Very clever. You know what I mean? And I know what women like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I study myself, and I study with women. I understand what my woman like. I understand what she don't like.
Yeah.
I know how to treat a woman. I know how to take her to nice places. I know how to say, give her some nice garment, and we do this and we do that. I was finna say lingerie, but that's it almost slipped out. It almost slipped out. I had to try to say garment and kind of switch it up a little bit. But I'm just saying though, just at the end of the day, man, things like that, it's like we work first. We gotta work first, and then we bear the fruit. You gotta plant the seed, we gotta feed the seed, water the seed. and then I give you what you want.
Yeah, we enjoy it on the back
because you win. I look at it like a woman. A woman with me winning.
Yeah,
she winning. She winning.
Like
she can brag on me
for real.
What do you? I'm gonna ask a 2-part question. What do you feel like is winning as a woman? Like, what do you want or desire out of the man or out of the relationship to like, damn, like I won as far as like this the dream relationship?
I appreciate y'all tapping in to part 2 of the episode with me, the sister Kim, and the brother CJ. We got another part after this that we're gonna get into. So wait, if y'all enjoyed part 1 and part 2, y'all know where to come back for part 3. I appreciate y'all for tapping into this episode of the Don't Be a Viking podcast. I'll let me on the next one. Yes, sir, Ski.